What's up, you guys? What's up, man? Welcome to the Horror Rewind, man. Welcome to the Horror Rewind, man. We're back. We're back for episode 3, and I am excited. This is one of my favorite horror movies, man. Like, you guys, if you're in the chat, you know that I always bring up Lost Boys, man, when it comes to horror, because it's one of my favorites. I mean, you gotta love Lost Boys. It's one of the best freaking, horror movies out there. It's a classic. You gotta love it. So, all right, you guys, before we get started and jump into this crazy rabbit hole of vampires and Santa Carla and all this shit, I actually watched it last night. I got my shirt on, sleep all day, party all night, never grow old. You know what he said? He said, "You'll never grow old, Michael." So we're going to give you guys your video for being awesome channel members and patrons. And to everybody in the chat, man, I appreciate you guys a lot. It means a lot that you all are here rocking out with me. And the holidays is around the corner, so definitely I appreciate it. And for my channel members, this is for you guys to shine some light on you. I appreciate it. Yes, I am ready. So that is for my channel members, and I appreciate you guys so much. So let me see. So Jalissa said, "Never seen Lost Boys, but stop by to like the stream. I'm also at work right now. Have a good live." No problem, Jalissa. Take care of work, and we got to get a watch party going for you. I remember you told me you didn't watch you didn't watch Lost Boys before, so yeah, man, we got to get you to watch Lost Boys. It's a classic. It's one of my favorites. Remember how I put you on the Killer Clowns? Let me put you on the Lost Boys, Jalissa. All right. So have a great day at work. Take it hour by hour, Jalissa. We appreciate you stopping by. Sounded scary. Said Lost Boys is my favorite vampire of the late 80s. Some of its sequels were good and others were meh. looking forward to the reboot. Definitely, man. I cannot wait to see what they try to do with Lost Boys, but it's dangerous. Like playing with fire, man. Lost Boys is gold, and it's golden, and it's like you kind of don't want to touch it, but yeah, man, I agree. I would like to see what they do with it. We got Chelsea in the chat. What's up, Chelsea? Chelsea in the chat chilling out with us, man. You gotta love Chelsea. Love Chelsea and Aaron, man. Shout out to these two guys, man. You gotta love them. Rosalia saying Death by Stereo. Yes, bro. Death by Stereo. Sam. You gotta love Sam. I love his character. Chelsea said she's at work. See, this is, like I said, I can't say it enough, you guys. Let me tell you. When you guys say you're at work and you're still making a way to see my streams, it's crazy. It is crazy. When you guys say you're at work and you're checking my streams out, it makes my day, man. I appreciate it. Thanks, Chelsea. Mark in the chat saying hi. What's up, Mark? There she is. We got Nanette now. Nanette, I know you got to rock out with this one with me because you know how we got that Lost Boys thing going, Nanette. I remember me and Nanette used to always talk about Lost Boys after the watch parties and everything. Something, Nanette. We got which was favorite scary movie saying, hey, I'm outside cleaning the snow right now. Be careful out there, man. I actually had to rush in the house from getting some more stuff for the house because yes, this freaking blizzard is obviously no joke. This blizzard is obviously no joke. And you guys, right now I'm also going live on TikTok talking to my supporters. So what's up, TikTok? We got a lot of people in here saying you're ready for Christmas. Hell yeah, I'm ready for Christmas. I am ready for Christmas. Hey, Exotic Cricket. Hey, everybody in chat. What is up? If you don't want to stick around on TikTok, definitely come over to my channel to kick it, you guys. Hold up, guys. Yeah, but this blizzard is bad, man. Yes, Lost Boys. You gotta love Lost Boys. Throw a snowball in your face. I'm inside eating dinner. Definitely, I appreciate you rocking out with us tonight, Nanette. Jalissa saying it's very slow right now, which is nice, so I can be in a chat, but I could put the volume on because I'll get in trouble. No worries, Jalissa. No worries. Just be careful. I don't want you to get in trouble. I'm gonna leave this up for replay. Also, Kirsten saying, "Hey everyone, hey Brandon, what's up?" Kirsten saying, "Smash that like button." I appreciate it, Kirsten. I appreciate it. Rosalia saying, "Same, Jalissa." What's up, Chunky? What is up, Chunky? We got Chunky Jordy. You guys rocking out with us. We got the one and only, the lovely Brooke chilling out with us, guys. And let me make sure we got Sounded Scaries in the chat. Brooks and I can't stay very long. Just wanted to say Merry Christmas, and I'm so thankful to have found this scary film. And I hope you will have a blessed Christmas. Definitely, Brooke. Have a safe and a great Merry Christmas. Chill out with your family. And I hope it's one of the best Christmases you have, because I think everybody in the chat deserves one. We had a rough past few years with everything going on. And definitely enjoy it. Enjoy Christmas. We want to end this stream off nice for you guys and everything. So definitely, Brooke. No worries. Merry Christmas. Chelsea saying, love the Lost Boys. One of my favorites. Yes, Chelsea. The Lost Boys. One of my favorites. It's so overlooked, man. Like, the Lost Boys is so overlooked. It's a classic. It's a classic. I just watched it last night. It never gets old. Kirsten saying Lost Boys is so good. Yes. I love the Lost Boys. And I actually want to make someone a mod tonight. It's Christmas time, and I'm feeling, I'm actually feeling real good. And this guy's been helping me a lot, in the chat. So, Sounded. I'm talking to you, man. I'm gonna need you to give me your word, man. Are you gonna be here to help out, man? I really do, see you all the time helping out, on the chat and everything. So I definitely want to make you a mod. So Sound, that if you're still here, let me know. I'm not telling you to be at every stream, but I do need help as we continue to grow and everything. And definitely. So once I get your reply back, definitely make you a mod. 100%. All right, bro. So I'm gonna make Sounded mod for the channel. So you guys definitely help me congratulate Sounded on becoming a mod. He's been rocking out with us for a long freaking time. And definitely, I appreciate you, Sounded, for taking the opportunity and helping out the channel. You were part of I Like Scary family. You've always been rocking out with us through all this Halloween madness. And I know you will do a great job, bro. So definitely, Sounded, man. You got some awesome, mods to help you out. You got Jalissa, Chelsea, Kirsten. You got Larry. You got Joe. You got some awesome people in the chat that will help you with them. I got, other people. So I got Danielle and everything. So definitely congratulations. I got Brooke. So you got a lot of people that will help you. So definitely. So as we dive into this rabbit hole of Lost Boys, so this movie is something that I'm gonna tell you guys something. Growing up watching this is freaking crazy. So I'm gonna show you guys something that's very cool. 1 second. I'm gonna show you guys something very cool. Something that's very cool. So, as I told you guys, my grandmother, she it was the reason I got into horror and everything. And I had went down to her house a few months ago. This is when I was about to film, telling her a heads up about, the documentary, which is still going to happen next year. She's like, I got something for you. She gave me these. So this is actually the exact wear and tear and all. Look, it has the wear and tear on the corners. This is the exact Lost Boys that I used to put in the VCR as a kid. This is the exact Lost Boys I used to put in the VCR as a kid, and I will forever hold. I actually want to just get this like laminated or something, because this is not just special because it's Lost Boys. It's because my grandma too. My grandmother, man, she gave me this, and she know I cared about Lost Boys. So let's get into it. I got T Rob in the chat saying, brother, put y'all sinks on drip so the pipes don't burst. Oh yeah, bro. Yup. We got them dripping because one of Monica's family members actually went through that, bro. So they kind of updated us and everything. I appreciate it. Hope you and the family safe. I'm telling everybody on the channel, man, we got a blizzard coming our way. It's fucking crazy. That I just came from Myers, bad. So yeah. So all right, as we dive into Lost Boys, we got Michael, David, Sam, the Frog Brothers. Now, I feel like the Frog Brothers do not get enough love. I just think they don't. Corey Feldman did a great job, and this is the movie out of a lot of it's a lot of movies that's filmed in Cali and the Santa Pier, Santa Monica, and all that area, Santa Cruz and shit like that. So this right here, this movie made me want to go on that boardwalk. I don't know why. This made me sounded scary. R.P. Corey Haim, man, awesome actress. But as we proceed through everything with Lost Boys, we got Sam and Michael. They're coming to stay with their grandfather from Phoenix, and once again they're going to stay with their grandfather from Phoenix. So they're like just doing some crazy ass like transformation from Phoenix all the way to Cali. So they go to Cali, and first of all, I love the grandfather. He was, as a kid, he used to crack me the hell up. He's like, talking about. He's like, so you have no TV? So I have a TV guide. Without a TV, you don't need a TV if you have a TV guide. And I'm like, I remember growing up just hearing him say, like, what the hell does he mean? Caitlin, I appreciate that. Joe Hope, love your videos. I appreciate that. I love the Lost Boys. Yes, Brady. So you guys, right now I'm kind of monitoring 2 streams. So definitely post because I'm gonna kind of get to them. TikTok, I'm starting to kind of go live more on here. But if you don't mind, definitely come over to the YouTube channel because I have other supporters that would like to meet you guys. And I'll just post the link. I'm going live right now on my YouTube, so make sure. But yeah, so it was so crazy when he said that just growing up. So Mark said he's never seen the Lost Boys. It is a classic, all right? Lost Boys is a freaking classic. But as we proceed, you know, they're going through it. It has one of the best soundtracks, bro. I still listen to the Lost Boys soundtracks in the car when I'm driving sometimes. So I know you guys, I know some of you guys definitely do it. Don't lie. I still cut on the Lost Boys soundtrack. I still believe, Lost in the Shadows, Cry Sister, all that, man. You know, People Are Strange. I still rock that shit in the car because it's so good of a soundtrack. It gives you chills. Like, I love how it starts off, you know, when they're kind of getting deep into it and they go over the water and you see the light shining over blue water. So it's kind of like David and Marco and all of them are flying over the water and they land on this boardwalk and it has some of the craziest fucking scenes. It has some of the craziest scenes where it's just insane when you think about it. Like the shit they captured on the camera back in the day with Lost Boys is crazy. So this was that dirt bike era that go to a concert outside party with friends and chill out, comic book era. So I loved it. But when you think about it, the way they captured the story is so crazy. 1 second, guys. 1 second. I'm just trying to make sure we're updated on the likes. If you haven't, definitely smash the freaking like button, guys. If you haven't, we have 25 likes, so we're doing good. We got 25 likes, but if you haven't, definitely smash the like button. But so they're coming, they're kind of chilling out the night they come to Santa Carla, and the mom is out. She's kind of fishing, you know, she's single. She comes across the guy Max, and he's like the head vampire, of course. But I just loved following behind Sam, Corey Haim. It was crazy following behind him. He ends up in a comic shop. He meets the Frog Brothers. And, you know, it's just so crazy. It's just so freaking crazy, man, when you think about this story. So we got Michael. He's chilling out, you know, jamming out. And then we get this character, Star, whatever. You know, for some reason, when she said that, it's cringe as hell to me. He's saying, like, you know, she says Star. He's like, what's your name? Then she's telling she wants to pierce this motherfucker's ears. I'm like, okay, you want to pierce his ears? You don't even know him. All right, so I'm gonna tell you who I love in this story though. Kiefer Sutherland, man. David, I loved like his character. He's probably okay. I love David and I love Michael, the two like main characters. They're awesome, but David, the way he did that, man, it is insane. Like, think about it. Lost Boys is when vampires were cool. Now they do vampires, and it's like, I don't know. I don't get it. You know, the way they do vampires now is like, bro, watch Lost Boys, watch Fright Night, and you'll probably figure some shit out, you know. But so I just love, you know, the scene where they're on the dirt bikes on the deck or whatever, and he's like, follow me, you know, and he's like, he gets Star on his bike or whatever, and they're driving, and they sit, and the fucking song kicks up. The Lost in the Shadows. Oh my God. They're just like going on the dirt bikes and they're like, you just live. I guess like they're like living freely at night, driving through dirt and they're just driving, right? Little do Michael knows they are converting you over. You've been recruited to become a vampire, one of the Santa Carla vampires, you know. And it's so crazy because David, the way it's like he was so smooth with everything he did. Kiefer Sutherland, he was just so smooth with everything he did, you know. He says, you know, come on, da-da. They're driving. And it was just so different, bro. Like, when you look at these vampires, they were different. They were cool. They blended in with teenagers. They were like that everyday life human. And that's what it made it. And I think, I'm going to just say it. I know it's kind of like jumping far when I'm saying this. But, bro, Lost Boys is probably one of the most smoothest horror films out there. And I said it. Yes, smoothest. Like, when I say smooth, I'm going to compare it to, like, Halloween 78. But I'm going like almost perfect. I'm going to say it. Lost Boys is almost perfect, bro. I don't even think that no one understands that Lost Boys doesn't have anything wrong with it, in my opinion. When you think about it, nothing's wrong with Lost Boys. Everything is captured right. The story is told perfectly, and it has that comedic, aspect in it here and there where it needs to be done. But as we, progress through it, we kind of push. They're driving, and we go to the cave. We go to the cave or whatever. But before that, I always said this growing up watching the Lost Boys. I always said that I think the reason that David went further with Michael was because that scene where they're driving the dirt bikes and it was showing you that Michael's not afraid. I think that's why he kind of recruited Michael, because David noticed, like, this motherfucker's not afraid. He doesn't even know me. We all got a gang of guys behind me, but he's not afraid. He's driving on his dirt bike. He almost goes off a cliff with Star and everybody behind him looking at him. He gets off his dirt bike and he charges at Kiefer Sutherland and soccer punches him. I'm like, oh shit. Like, watching this, it was just so fucking just tense right there in that scene. So they go into the Vampire Hotel is what they call it. The Vampire Hotel, the cave. And we get one of the most iconic scenes ever. I'm going to tell you guys a funny story. So growing up watching Lost Boys, now we all have ate ramen before. Now, I don't know if I got this. I don't know. I'm going to call it a disease. I'm going to call it some type of disease because it kind of mind fucked me, bro, if that makes sense. This scene mind fucked me for a life. You guys, please don't laugh because we just actually were talking about ramen in the store, like literally. But we're fucking go to the scene with the cave and everything. He actually made me not like ramen anymore, David. When he's like, hey, Chinese, he gives him how can a million Chinese people be wrong? He gives him the box of Chinese rice, and he's eating it. And then he's like, how are those maggots, Michael? It's like he was like fucking him up, literally mentally, bro. This motherfucker thought rice were maggots. So he's eating them. He throws them on the ground. He's like, bro, what the fuck? Like, bro, you're tripping. Like, so, and then he's like, you like noodles, Michael? You like noodles? And he shows him the noodles. And Michael looks like, okay, so maybe I was tripping with maybe I was tripping with the rice. And he looks and he's like, they're worms. He's like, he eats. He's like, no, don't do it. But he looks and he's like, they're only noodles, Michael. They're only noodles. I'm like, oh my! It just was traumatizing as a kid. I never wanted ramen, bro. After I swear I didn't want no beef ramen, no chicken ramen. I didn't want, bro. It was like okay, I might not eat noodles for like a couple of weeks after, because I just watched Lost Boys last night again and get a refresher. But just looking at those, it was like, I don't know. It was just weird. Like, even with rice, it was fucking maggots, bro. And he's looking at them. And I'm gonna tell you something. You guys, I just loved it growing up. So appreciate it. Merry Christmas to you too, man. He is eating noodles that look like worms. It's just noodles, Michael. Yeah, Mikey. But it was crazy just growing up knowing that these were vampires, because they didn't look like vampires. They had mullets. They looked like just cool teenagers, hanging out on the West Coast. And they just covered it up perfectly, But as we progress through it, they give him this wine bottle. All right, they give him this wine bottle, and you guys definitely comment your favorite scene from Lost Boys down in the chats. I want to read some of you guys' favorite scenes. I will definitely read them. So comment your favorite scenes from Lost Boys, please, please, please. But okay, so he gives him the wine bottle, which when I was younger, I wanted the wine bottle so fucking bad. I still am looking for that wine bottle as a collectible. I will put Kool-Aid in it, motherfucker, I'll definitely put Kool-Aid in it. I swear, and drink out of it. Because I remember as a kid watching Michael, Jason, Patrick just drink out of it. I'm like, bro, that shit looks good, bro. I don't know what it is that's in that dressed up metal bottle, but that shit looks good. And he's like drinking it, and they're like, Michael. And he doesn't even know. He thinks at a point like he's hanging. I think, it's kind of weird that it's just like, when you think about it, when you really sit there and think about Lost Boys, the way that they did it, it was before its time. You see Lost Boys in all type of films now. Like, you know what I'm saying? You see Lost Boys in all type of films now. You see, you know, we just seen Lost Boys in Halloween Ends with Corey with the hand shit, the dirt bike with Allison on the back. Lost Boys has been getting took from recently with these films and TV shows. I'm just telling you the truth. Like it's a big blueprint because Lost Boys is perfect. Anything you take from Lost Boys is going to work in any film. So Halloween Ends. Corey was Michael, Allison was Star. Even in Stranger Things, there's a lot of Lost Boys in Stranger Things. At the end, when we was Robin and everybody dressed up, they were actually like dressed like the Frog Brothers, like with the army shit and everything with Dustin. So it's definitely getting took from. But one thing I will say about Lost Boys, you get attached to the characters. Usually, some people, it's kind of hard to pick. Do you want to be on the villain side or do you want to be on the survivor side or whatever you want to call it, But in this movie, it's kind of hard to pick. You want to be with David. You want to rock out with David. But then you want to rock out with Sam's character and his group with the Frog Brothers and shit like that. But it makes it so hard because it's so easy to get invested. It's so easy to get invested in characters like how they were in Lost Boys. But one of my favorite scenes, and I'm going to kind of dive into what you guys are saying. I see people commenting their favorite scenes now. I want to see what you guys think. We got Sound of Scariest, and I think David recruited Michael because he noticed started taking a liking to him and her. Yeah, I definitely think that it was because of that too. He's saying that Star liked him. Come on, I'm eating. I'm sorry, man. Let me see. Prima Donna said, I remember having a crush on Dwayne, the vampire with the long, dark hair, who barely talked. Yeah. I mean, a lot of, growing up, the appeal with these guys, they did it on purpose. They did it on purpose with all of them. I thought Marco, for some reason, he was so, like, funny to me. I don't know why. Like, growing up, I thought Marco, he looked like a cartoon character, bro. With the curly blonde hair, with the mullet in the back. He just looked like cartoony to me. Rosalia said the costumes in this movie were so unique. The little kid wearing a Confederate uniform, LOL. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. They did the costumes. I agree with Rosalia. They kind of, you gotta notice. Like they had the army shit on with the Frog Brothers. Like notice how they was dressed, bro. Like it was before its time, bro. The way they did it is still being brought to films now. How Michael is. People dress like that. Like bro, in Stranger Things, Summer '84, Fear Street. They're still capturing that look in new modern day films, bro, like these 80s and 90s like retro looks. So it was before its time for sure. Sound of Scary, so I think they roll motorbikes because they go fast and they can fly. They just love to go fast. That is a great point. I never thought about that. They actually, work now. It makes sense because like they're flying, but they're also transporting their stuff like on dirt bikes and stuff like that. So that's crazy. I never thought about that. That actually makes sense. Sounded. And that's I think that David received Michael because he could tell Star likes him and he likes her as well, and because Michael is fearless. So one thing that people don't know with Lost Boys, I want to kind of get into the chat, that a lot of people don't know this, that Star Laddie, a lot of people don't know that was the name. They used to call her Lady, including me, but Laddie, the little kid boy that was on the milk cart, and Michael were half vampires. They weren't fully converted like Marco and all of David. They weren't fully converted, so they were halfway because they had to make their first kill in order to be converted over. So this story is basically about David converting Michael to be a full blown vampire, and Star is actually, when you think about it, you guys, let me tell you something. Star was setting Michael up. Now, when you watch it again, remember what I said. Star, you kind of get that reveal when she comes through the window in Sam's room. But Star was actually setting up Michael because Michael was going to be her first kill. If you think about it, he was going to be her first kill because David was while Star was trying to kill Michael, Michael had to make his first kill and become a full-blown vampire. So it's a lot to this. Now, when you think about it, All right, so Star wanted to kill. She didn't want to kill Michael because she told him. She said, "I actually was supposed to kill you that night." When they kind of, laid down with each other in the cave, and they was, his hand was jacked up. That was a setup. She actually supposed to kill Michael that night in that vampire hotel. She was supposed to kill Michael, but she did not do it because she started liking Michael, like she really liked him. So when she told him that, he got mad, like, then you were supposed to kill me. I was supposed to be your first kill. Now that I'm thinking about it, so I was going to be your first kill to convert you over to a full-blown vampire. And if you think about it, through the whole movie, after David had that situation with him in the cave with the maggots and stuff, he was trying his hardest to convert. Michael over to being a killer. Even with that bonfire scene, like when they're dancing around a bonfire, he's like, "You're one of us, Michael. You're one of us. Like, come on, like, you're one of us." He's trying so hard to persuade him to kill because he wants Michael to be a part of him. He's like, "You're a part of us. You'll never grow old." So I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna ask you guys a couple of questions how you feel about everything too. So we're gonna chill out, but yeah, Michael didn't just complete his first kill. So we find out through the story that they had to kill the head vampire to basically stop this. I'm gonna call it a curse between Star, Laddie, and Michael. They have to stop the head vampire. So that's their plan. And and David's making it very hard for them. So Prima Donna said the bonfire scene is probably my favorite scene from the movie and Death by Stereo. Yes, I love Death by Stereo. And he gets the Sam gets the arrow. He misses, and I swear, you guys want to know a funny story? I promise. It's so crazy. That's why Lost Boys is probably my second favorite horror movie. It's probably my second favorite horror movie, like all jokes aside. So 78 and then Lost Boys. I think it is, bro. I'm gonna say it is. But I remember growing up, I used to watch this movie so much. I got suspended from school. I bullshit you not. I used to go to a Catholic school. I'm gonna tell you how I got suspended. This is a funny story about Lost Boys. I got suspended for saying, you remember when the Death by Stereo scene happened, right? You remember when that scene happened, Death by Stereo and everything. When he shoots the arrow and he misses the dark-haired vampire, and he gets up. I swear I got in trouble in gym class, in PE, for saying the same line he said when we were playing dodgeball. And I'm like, okay, I got in trouble for saying sucker, but he was like, "You miss, sucker." When he says that, he's like, "You miss, sucker." And then Sam is like, "I won't miss again. Try me." I said that in PE class to somebody playing dodgeball, and I was probably like in the 7th, 6th grade. I'm like, "You miss, sucker." And I got in trouble for that. I got suspended for saying a line from Lost Boys in the Catholic school. I will never forget that. Because I just thought that line was so cool. But yeah, I remember playing dodgeball. I don't remember it too clear, but I remember saying, "You miss, sucker," like the vampire of Lost Boys, and got my ass written up. I had got a write-up. I had to take the paper down to the office. They gave me 2 days suspension, bro. And I told my mom, I said the movie. I remember just telling her, because afterwards she still took me to the store to get chips and everything, because they told her what the situation was. But I kept telling her, like, bro, like, I said a line from Lost Boys. "You miss, sucker." Like, but I got in trouble for it. So, fun fact, you just learned a fact about me. I got suspended for Lost Boys before. My Blood is in Your Veins, Michael, is my favorite in the movie. I'm not gonna lie. I can't say that's my favorite, but it's one of my favorites, man, because it gives me chills. Like last night I had chills up my neck when they're fighting, David and Michael are tussling. He's like, "Your blood is in my vein." He's like, he tells Michael, "Your blood is in my veins." And then they're tussling, and Michael says, like, "So is mine." And he kind of he puts him on the horns. I'm like, that was just crazy, because it's so true. He's like, "Okay, your blood is in my veins." And then Michael's like, "Yeah, so is mine. Like, we're part of each other, right? Like you said, I'm one of you guys. So technically, my blood is in your veins too. So bye-bye." Like, it's stuff like that that's so fluid with Lost Boys. Daisy said, "Hey, everyone. What's up, Daisy? What is up, Daisy? Hope you're doing okay." Kirsten, "Hope you're doing okay with the storm." Yes, I hope you are doing okay. So are you going through the snowstorm too, Daisy? Because it hasn't hit us yet, man. But I hope I'm scared. Daisy said, "It's super cold, but Made it home from work last night. Definitely, Dace. I'm happy you made it home. Happy you made it home. Corey Feldman wanted to look like Rambo so bad, though, Rosalie. And then he wanted to look like Rambo so bad. My favorite song is Cry Little Sister. That's an awesome song. I like this, one of my favorites. Mine was probably Lost in the Shadows. I just love it, how it kicks up with the drum. It's so crazy. If you guys haven't, definitely smash the like button. It definitely helps. So yeah, guys. If you haven't, definitely smash the like button. We're at 28 likes, guys. We're at 28. Let me see. One sec. Let me see. Corey Feldman wants to be like Rambo. Michael was supposed to be Star's first kill. Yup, he was supposed to be Star's first kill, but he ended up liking him. So that's why I say a lot of people watch Lost Boys, they don't understand it. It's like a little subplot story that's going on behind the scenes with Star and Michael. Like, they're in love, but technically they're both free food, if you get what I'm saying. Like, they love each other, but it's technically like Michael's like, I can kill you, and you can be my first kill, or Star can kill me, and I can be her first kill. And I'm going to say, now the little kid that was on the milk carton, I don't know, and anybody in the chat knows, I don't know if Laddie was converted over to a full-blown vampire. I know we got that scene with the Frog Brothers, and he jumps out the bed and he's like, ah! Which when I was younger, bro, that scene was terrifying. I don't know about you guys. I don't know if it freaked you out or whatever, but when Laddie jumps out the bed and he's like, ah! And it's like the feathers are coming out the bed. I did not expect that. I'm like, what in the entire hell is going on? But it was a creepy scene. Daisy saying that that bonfire scene is so. I mean, that bonfire scene is so dope. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's one of my favorite scenes. I'm gonna tell you guys my favorite scene after I get everything. That scene where they hang from the train tracks was cool. That is my favorite scene. Might as well bring it up because Rosalie just brought up. So my favorite scene from Lost Boys has to be the train tracks. Like, that scene, it was so crazy, like, watching it growing up, because it was just like, okay, first off, they just had this little get together in the Vampire Hotel, was what they call it, the cave. They go up, and he's like, where we going? You know, and he's like, Marco. He's like, Michael wants to know where we're going. And the scene was set so perfect. You got the fog coming while they're walking on this bridge. And you don't see anything under. That it was almost like I imagine myself in that scene, because you don't see anything under but straight fog and mist. So and it's shot so perfect, and I just love it. It's literally, forget the scene, just saying it's my favorite scene in Lost Boys. It's one of my favorite scenes in horror in general. It's just one of my favorite scenes. Like, when David, okay, so when you see Marco and you see the dark haired vampire, they're like, they're snapping and they're jumping off the fucking bridge. Michael's like, bro, what the fuck? And he's like, come aboard, Michael. And they're like, come on. Like, they're just like fucking making him do all this crazy stuff. And David, he just does it so damn smooth. He just walks to the end of the bridge and he just jumped with his trench coat and they're hanging. And then we kind of see Michael, the way he fucking, the way he went about it and everything. It's like, holy shit. Like, it's crazy when you think about it. It's really crazy when you think how that scene played out. He kind of like slams himself down, barely holding on. And they're like just playing around, kicking each other and shit. And he's probably like, what the hell? So I'm actually going to try to, 1 second, guys, rock out for a while, for a little minute. I'm going to try to pull some pictures up for you guys. I actually, like I said, the Blizzard is coming, so I couldn't even get a lot of stuff done. So I'm going to turn some tunes on while I get some pictures for you guys, kind of. So I'm going to turn up some tunes. All right, you guys. So I had to get some pictures for you guys because I mean, it's a horror rewind without pulling up some of these great memories from one of the most iconic freaking horror films in my opinion. But let me catch up on a chat. Let me see. Let me catch up on the chat. Continue to tell me what's your favorite. Because when I just left off, we were talking about like our favorite scenes. Our favorite scenes. So let me see. Adam saying, "What up, everyone? Got some love. We got some Lost Boys. Got some love. Got love some Lost Boys. Okay, gotta love some Lost Boys. I know the typo. That bridge scene is epic. Yes, one of my favorite scenes. One of my favorite scenes. The vampires jump off the bridge but floated up to hold on to the tracks. That does make sense because yes, what Sounded just said does make sense because when you think about it, when they jumped off, they kind of obviously they had to drop. But when remember Michael's in his room and everything, and he's asleep, and he's like floating in the wall, it's like to his nose, and he's like literally elevating up to the fucking top of the roof of it, and he's like, I'm like, wow, this is crazy. Just growing up, it was just crazy. I am Barb. So my favorite scene as a viewer is when you find out who led the vampires. I was like, what? Yeah, I remember growing up. I kind of just, it wasn't like with me. I'm not going to say it was obvious, but growing up when I was younger and I watched Lost Boys, I did not know that Max was because he seemed so innocent. They're at the table, they're eating, and the Frog Brothers are there, and I'm like, hey, you want some Parmesan? And Sam's mom, Michael and Sam's mom, are like, yeah, he made it himself. And then he's like, he gets it, and he starts coughing. She's like, what's wrong? And he's like, it's garlic. And they're trying their hardest to prove to his mom that this is the head vampire, but it didn't work. And they find out in the end that you can't invite a vampire in your house because it makes you powerless, like Max said. Because he was like, well, we tried, remember the Frog Brothers and Sam, they're like, bro, we tried, what the fuck? Like, how did you pass the test? But you passed the test. And he was like, you should never invite a vampire in your house. It makes you powerless. And I'm like, oh my God, these like just growing up, man, Lost Boys was it. It's still it. Rosalie said Brandon's bringing out something good. I'm actually just, getting some pictures for you guys. I'm going to pull up. We're going to chill out, though. We're going to just chill out for sure. I got some crazy stuff coming though for you all, man, to the channel. I promise it's going to be crazy. But to pull up a picture, this is one of the craziest shots of them. You got Marco, you got David, and this is after that bonfire scene. It's so crazy. Like to know that they were really vampires. Like look at them. They don't even look like fucking vampires. They got the mullets going. You got, David with the black trench coat. It's like, holy shit. Like, these were vampires. You're telling me these guys were vampires. On the west coast of, the map, these motherfuckers were vampires. Like, it's crazy, man. Like, it's crazy. So, I'm not going to lie. And then someone else that I like, is besides the vampires, and comment down below, do you guys love the Frog Brothers? Like, look at them, man. You gotta love the Frog Brothers, man. Sam, they were the heart of the film, in my opinion. These guys are the heart of the film. Corey Feldman, man, he's always been a great actress. I'm not gonna lie. One thing I can say about Corey Feldman, I'm gonna tell you, that motherfucker was in so many movies growing up. He was in The Goonies. He was in Lost Boys. He was in Stand By Me. He was fucking Tommy Jarvis from Friday the 13th. Bro, I don't think no kid, to be honest, with Corey Feldman, I don't think no kid was ever like getting shot in movies more than Corey Feldman, bro. I'm not gonna lie. He was in Was he in The Burbs? He was in so many movies, bro. Like, it's crazy. I love Stand By Me. Stand By Me is another good one that I enjoy a lot. I don't know. You gotta love those movies growing up when the kids are the heart of the film. Growing up they stick together. Like Stand By Me, The Goonies, Lost Boys. That's why I think I like Stranger Things so much, because it shows you that they don't, they do their own thing, and I think that's cool. But as we progress through everything, I want to ask you guys this question. And everyone in the chat is saying they love the Frog Brothers. I know some people think they're irritating. I love them personally. I love them. I think they were so cool. They brought a lot of energy to the film, and I definitely liked them a lot. Rosalie said, "Why would the grandpa tell his family to go to him if they knew there were vampires there?" LOL. Word, that was so crazy, Rosalie, because at the end he says it. One thing I can't get over, whatever he said, I can't say it exactly what he said, but he said something similar to like, one thing I can't get over, in Santa Carla, is those damn vampires. Like so he knew this shit was going on. He knew this shit was going on in Santa Carla with the vampires and everything. But let alone, he didn't tell him, he didn't give him a warning, he just let him be out there. But I mean, it's life. But the grandfather, man, he was off the fucking chain. When he had the date or whatever, when Sam had told him, like, you got a date or whatever, he's like, hey man, you think we can find anything that can go for some aftershave? And then this motherfucker put some Windex on his face. Yes, he puts Windex on his face for aftershave. I'm like, holy shit, man. This man he's next level. He is next level. Then he's saying he doesn't need a TV. He has a TV guide. I'm like, oh man. Oh, let me see. But to the ones that said the bonfire scene was their favorite, check this photo out. Fucking David biting the head. Literally biting the head of a victim like a fucking apple. Look at that blood. That is crazy. That is crazy, man. That is fucking crazy. I wonder if Kiefer Sutherland really had to bite his damn head like that, because God, his mouth is definitely on his head. It's definitely on his head. But as we progress and everything through it, so I got a question for you guys. If you were in Santa Carla, right? If you were in Santa Carla and you had an opportunity to become one of them, David, Marco, Michael, Star, would you have converted over? And I'm just saying, we're talking just movie decisions. We're not talking real life. We're talking about a movie decision. I mean, we can incorporate real life. If you were visiting, you were in Michael's shoes, would have you converted over to be a vampire with David and Marco and Michael? That's the question for everybody in the chat. I see a lot of people showing some love to Corey Feldman and Stand By Me. Gotta love it. That sounded scary, saying the scene where you see the vampire peel off the dude's scalp. Yes, that was intense. I agree, Sound. It was intense. When he peels his fucking scalp back, I'm like, oh my God, this motherfucker, bro. Let me see. Adam saying, when they walked up the porch at the start of the movie, Michael and Sam think their grandpa is dead. Yeah, they thought he was dead. You remember when Sam said, Mom, if he's dead, does that mean we can go back to Phoenix? Like, damn, what the fuck, bro? Like, these motherfuckers right here, it was some stuff they did that threw me off in this movie. It was just like, when you think about it, some of the decisions they made was wow, especially Sam, bro. Like, if I did a lot of the shit that he did when I was his age, I would have got my ass kicked. Like, his mom whole ass has a date set up. He messed her date up twice, bro. Remember he's on the phone and Michael is like floating out the window. He's like, Mom, and she leaves out the restaurant, drives, and he's like, oh, it's just like, it's a comic. Like, he was just over exaggerating a lot of stuff. I mean, I probably would have tripped out too if I was him, but this motherfucker, he got a slap on the wrist a lot of the times. And then with the garlic, Max throwing the water on him, showing him his reflection. I'm like, bro, I would have really I don't know, man. I would have got my ass kicked. But yeah, as we continue to talk about some more Lost Boys, guys, sure, it's funny to be a vampire. It's funny. How is it funny that going around on dirt bikes, biting motherfuckers' heads. The title of Jordan Peele's third movie, Nope, I would have became a vampire. Nope, I would have became a vampire. It's what's crazy is Rosalia. I was actually supposed to meet the guy who plays Michael this year, but he canceled. I was going to meet Jason Patrick and have him sign my Lost Boys poster, but he canceled. Man, I actually that's one of my goals on my list is to meet the cast. I know that sadly, some of them are no longer with us, but man, I want to meet Keith Sutherland and Michael, Corey Feldman. I want to meet a lot of those guys and get them to sign my poster because Lost Boys is near and dear to me, man. I enjoy that movie. I have to watch it at least 3 times a year, man. I swear. I think this year was the most I ever watched it because this is not just a movie I enjoy. The wife enjoys it too. We both enjoy it because she was raised on Lost Boys too, which is crazy. But yeah, it's just a good movie, man. So as we progress through everything, so I want to know another thing. Were you guys Team Michael or were you Team David? Team Michael or Team David in the chat, man. I'm not going to lie. Now, this is hard. This is hard. This is hard, guys. Are you Team Michael or Team David? Let me know in the chat, you guys. Are you Team Michael or are you Team David? Don't disappoint me, guys. I'm not gonna lie, man. I might have to say I'm Team. It's hard. Let me see in the chat, man. Will you Team Michael or Team David? And if you haven't, definitely smash the like button. Team Michael, what's your favorite scary movie? What's up, Maggot Cat? What's up, man? Team Michael all the way. And that says Team Michael. Thomas says, I never watched Lost Boys. What? And I know you're a big Halloween fan, Thomas. So you're telling me you watched Halloween, but you never watched Lost Boys? Oh, my God, man. Rosalia said Team David. That's fair. You got to love Kiefer Sutherland. Team David was awesome. Yeah, Team David Kiefer was awesome. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. He was great, man. As much fun it would be to be a vampire, but to stay human and not become a vampire, that's life right there. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Sounder. When you put it like that makes sense. Adam saying Team David. Rosalia said mullets. Rosalia said mullets. So does this mean you're Frog Brothers? Your Team Frog Brothers sounded? Maga said David. Yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of hard, So something else I want to talk about, with Lost Boys is the freaking ending, man. The ending was freaking crazy. So when you think about it, they had to prepare for this because we get this scene where the Frog Brothers and Sam decide to take matters into their own hands to save Michael. And they're like, you know what? Fuck this. We're going into the vampire hotel and we're going to just, take out the head vampire, which he's not there, of course, but they go and they see the freaking, the vampires and everything hanging up. And they're like, bro, it smells and everything. It smells bad. And I'm not going to lie. You cannot tell me, guys, in that scene where they're crawling through the wood picks or whatever you want to call it, the stakes, and they're crawling through. man, I'm not gonna lie. And then Corey Feldman, the Frog Brothers, they have it. And I don't know why. What makes you guys think? What made them stab Marco? Why? If it's okay, I mean, I heard them say, we're gonna get the little one first, but it's like obviously you can see. I don't know. For some reason, in my heart, I would have just got David first. That's just me, though. Even though he's not the head, but they probably didn't know what the hell was going on. They didn't know what was going on. They just knew that it was vampires in Santa Carla. But they took Marco first. Like the small one. I would have took, and it's still, like, even if you wanted to play it like that, like, we're going to take the small one first. I thought the rules were you take the bigger one first, take the bigger one first because he's going to be the most trouble or whatever. But they take Marco first and then the blood comes out and they're like, oh, bro, that scene was so freaking tense. Do you hear me? It was so tense when they're crawling out the hole or whatever, right? So we got the Frog Brothers in the front of Sam, and they're crawling out, and we get this scene where fucking David actually catches his ass. David catches him by his leg, and I'm not gonna lie, man, that scene was crazy. And he's grabbing him by his leg, and you see his nails. Obviously vampires don't cut their nails. What did they say? Okay, their nails are long. Because he was on the phone with Frog Brothers. Remember, Sam was like talking to the Frog Brothers and everything. He's like, okay, your brother. Basically he's saying like, does he has bad breath? Is his nails long, and does he sleep all day? He's like, yeah, he sleeps all day. Yes, his nails are long, and he's saying like, he said, yeah, he always had bad breath though. When he said that, I'm like, who wrote that? Who the fuck wrote that right there? Because as a kid, I thought that was so funny when he's like, yeah, he always had bad breath though. It's like that's something you would think they'll say behind the scenes. Like behind the scenes, he would have said it, but it wouldn't have made the movie, but they kept it in there, and he was like, yeah, bad breath. But it was just so cool. And it's like the Frog Brothers, if you think about it, they only had each other in this fucking hole. They only had each other because when you think about it, when Corey comes across them on a boardwalk and he's looking, they're talking about the Batman comic. I don't know which number he said, but it's like a number such and such. You can't put the such and such with these comics and shit. They were obviously alone because they're like, where you from? He's like, I'm from Phoenix. And he's like, ask him about other fucking comics. And they tell him basically, you need to read this fucking comic. So the whole time, Frog Brothers was ahead of the whole story. They fucking knew. Obviously, I guess it was something in Santa Carla that people just didn't know. I guess they just, some people knew, some people didn't know, because obviously the fucking granddad knew. Because when the movie ended, the grandpa said basically that's one thing basically I hate about Santa Carla is all these damn vampires. And then the Frog Brothers actually knew, and it's like, okay, if they're crawling around, I mean, is this something that, and comment down below, what do you guys think, with Lost Boys? Do you think it was something that was out in the air that everybody knew, that just didn't want to talk about it or focus on it or get too deep into it because like, it's not my business to go around and play with that? Or do you guys think they were, kind of scared about it, or some people didn't know? Because it was crazy how it just kind of revealed itself after he gave him the comic. You know what I'm saying? And then he said that Frog Brothers, they were like, okay, so if you ever get in trouble, call this number in the back of the comic. And fucking Sam is like, I'll call you if I ever need, or whatever the fuck, he's like being sarcastic. He's like, if I ever need you, I'll call you. And I'm like, when I first ever seen it, I was probably like, what, 4th grade, 3rd grade? But I knew damn well when I seen, now, and by the way, I always wanted to get that comic book, but I can't find it anywhere. I know it's for the movie, because I heard that comic is actually not a real comic. It was just made for that movie. But I've seen a few collectors have that comic in their collection. I don't know if people made it like personally, but I would love to get my hands on that vampire comic with the sky blue cover, with the red vampire writing and everything. So, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. So, I just always wanted that comic. I got like a few Lost Boys collectibles, but I never got into like the big things. Like okay, so I'm getting the Laurie Strode bust, but after I want to kind of get that bust. It's a bust. It's two of them. There's one with Michael and David. They're like bigger bust. Because I don't have anything that's Lost Boys that's big. I want something that you know, sounded scary. Said got a picture of the comic B. I don't have a picture of it. I used to have one on my iPad, but I'm gonna see if I can find it on Google for you. But yeah, it was like a sky blue cover. And I was like, bro, if push come to shove, I'll make my own. But I definitely want the comic bad because I just think it's a part of history. Here's the see. Someone was actually selling it for $15, but it sold out. Look, this is it. Vampires everywhere. It was $15. It sold out. And I just need to find that comic, man, from Lost Boys. I just need it to put it in the collection. But yeah, it's definitely out there, sounded. It's definitely out there. So vampires everywhere. But yeah, so as we proceed through to get back on track what we were talking about. So do you guys think that that the people knew about it? Frog Brothers, they were ahead of the whole story. They knew about it. And obviously, if you think about it, Max, they've been doing this shit for a while. Like David and Marco, Max are all going to these boardwalks. It's like, because think about it. Remember when Max said, I knew I wanted you, Michael, Sam, I wanted you three, so we can be one big family. My boys, your boys, we be one big family. Remember, Corey Feldman was like, great, the blood sucking Brady Bunch and everything. So it showed you right there that they actually wanted to become a family. Like Max wanted to have his family grow. He wanted David and everybody in just one big cult for real of vampires. But that's why he kind of went through with the mom and everything. But you remember and it's so crazy though. I mean, I understand because it's her son. But do you remember when Corey was like, you remember when Corey was like, I forgot what the fuck he said. It was something that she had her hand out and he had his hand. And she's like crying, like, oh, okay, I'm coming, Sam. I'm like, bro, first off, you should have thought that shit out. I found where you can buy the comic. Instagram you now. Hold up, Sounded. Hold up, guys. Yep, I just seen it on the front of my. What? Oh yeah. I'll definitely be getting one of them. Yep, right after this stream. Thank you, Sounded. Thank you, Sounded. No lie. And I'll be doing a video on it. I will be getting that, like all jokes aside, like I will be getting that. I actually think I'm about to get it right now. So one moment. Like I've been looking for this, bro. Um, Hold up, guys. So, you guys, I have a special guest that's going to rock out with me for the rest of the stream, and we're going to talk some Lost Boys. It's not it's not going to be a stream better or a guest better to have on this stream because it's not too many people out here talk about Lost Boys. All right, I hear people talk about it, but they don't show it enough love. But this guy right here is probably one of the only guys out here that show it love and pedestal it like I do it. So I'm happy to have him on. It's my brother. It's my guy, Mac Attack Man. What's up, bro? What's up, Mac Attack, man?
What's up, man?
What's up, bro?
Dude, digging the shirt, dude. That looks sick, man. Old
I
school
appreciate
shit.
it,
Nice.
bro. So right now, bro, Mac Attack, somebody in the chat just told me that they got the freaking vampire comic of Lost Boys that the Frog Brothers had on sale.
Oh,
I gotta get it, bro.
wow.
I'm sorry, the stream is on hold right now. I'm about to get it right now. I've been wanting this comic for years. Like I'm telling you, no,
I didn't even know that you were able to acquire something like that. That's dope. I didn't even think about that. Dude, so I was telling you I was watching this film earlier. That's like one of the best aspects of the film is how they just like incorporate like all this like entertainment, comic books, you know, like all that stuff like of the era and time. Oh, it's so cool. Yeah.
Man, I can't believe it, bro. Shout out to Sounded, bro, for fucking just telling me, like, bro, check out this link. They got the comic. I'm about to get it right now. Like,
no. Yeah, last year I actually was getting pretty big into comics. Got my first graded comic, Batman.
Yeah.
I can't remember which one it is. It's from 1987. It's got the Big Ben clock tower on it. It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Comics are something else, man, no doubt.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Comics are definitely, you know, like when you collect comics, you can go definitely in the hole with comics.
Oh, dude, easily, very easily, yeah.
Yeah. So, man, I gotta get this fucking comic, bro. I'm sorry, guys. Bear with me, man. Just think of it like this. Once I get it, I'll do a video. So don't even worry about it, guys.
Yeah, dude, honestly, like I was telling you earlier, like right as I was starting the film again, it's just so weird sitting down and watching this film and just it being like the same like great movie every time you throw it in. It's just like it never gets boring. It's more so just like it's almost like you're watching it for the first time again. It's just weird. Like it is so weird.
Yeah, I agree. I fucking agree. Because when you Lost Boys, when you watch it, it aged perfect.
Bro. Oh, dude, that's the best way of explaining it. Yep, it just ages so well. It has just like 80s oozing vibe out of it, just like crazy. And man, it's like I would say it's probably the best vampire film. Like it is my favorite, like hands down. Like it's not like Fright Night is really good. You know, Near Dark came out the same year in 87, which is actually a really good film also too. But this cast is like such a monster. You know, it's a good, just big time cast, dude. Like I think all the cast and the actors make this film just over the top. Like Kiefer Sutherland as David is like probably easily like that was my costume this year for Halloween. It's just great character, man.
You were
yeah.
you gotta show me that, man.
Yeah, I tried to get a wig that kind of resembled it enough, but because he's almost kind of got like a V shaped, kind of like shaved on the sides like mullet. So it was kind of hard to, you know, I just got like an 80s mullet and then we tried to kind of shape it into it. I got this duster though. Ooh, dude. Yeah. I really wish I had. I wish I had it with me right now, but it's at Dacey's. It is a very cool looking duster, man, and it looks like spot on. Like, at the Halloween party we went to, everybody was like, "Dude, like I've seen this. Like I know who you are, but I just can't think of the movie." And I was like, "Yep."
David from Lost Boys. That's who I am.
Yeah, honestly, like I literally just cannot say enough about this film, though, dude. It just like, man, like, oh, and that was another thing. I think people forget that this was a Joel Schumacher movie, and dude, Joel Schumacher, great director, dude. Like he's done films like, well, he did like one of my favorite Batmans. He did Batman Forever, with Jim Carrey, you know, and Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
And then he did the next one, Batman and Robin, which not a lot of people like, but I actually don't mind that film at all. He did be with oh my goodness, how do I not remember this dude's name? It's called Falling Down. Have you heard that?
I never heard of that.
Oh, dude, it's crazy, man. You should definitely watch that film called Falling Down. Yeah.
It sounds
Here,
familiar. Falling down.
Falling Down. Let's see. It has who's the main actor?
This shit.
Douglas, right? Yeah, Michael Douglas. Yeah. Great film. He did The Client. Dude, he's done some really good films, dude. Really good films.
Bro, I'm finna fuck it. My bad, Mike Attack. I'm tripping out.
Oh no, dude, I'm telling you, just like you said, when it came to comics, man, I went down that rabbit hole. Like, I just tried to make sure that I wasn't like going out and spending a bunch of money, but yeah, I actually ended up getting some pretty cool comics, no lie.
This motherfucker has the milk carton too.
Nice.
Bro, I might have to get the milk carton too, bro. Hold up, man. I might have to get the milk carton with the fucking comic. Bro, sound it. He has the milk carton too. Oh my god. Hold up, I gotta get. I'm sorry, guys. Just bear with me. Fuck.
If I could comment on what's your favorite scary movie, said he said, Anthony, I like your background poster of Lost Boys. So that's actually a disc plate, if anybody was wondering. Dude, I probably told you before, dude. Those disc plates are so cool. Those metal posters, oh, they're so cool. And, you know, I got those magnets up, and when I get new ones, I can just interchange them and stuff like that. But, yeah, they're pretty that was a glossy finish on that one, so they pop pretty well.
Yeah. I remember you were telling me about those disc plates and everything, and yeah, I remember you told me that.
And then up next to it's Hellraiser. And so like both these films came out in 1987. So it's almost kind of hard because like I have Lost Boys. Okay, I can definitely say it's in my top 6. Top 5. Dude, I know this is gonna sound crazy. I have a real big affinity for like a big liking for the film. Mostly just off nostalgia, and I just really like the film. And actually, I'm glad I brought this up. Kind of remembered. I Know What You Did Last Summer, dude, is like a top 5 film for me. I know that sounds crazy. I know, but I just love that film, dude. It's so good. Like Jennifer Love Hewitt was like easily my like childhood crush. But I actually think the storyline in the film is just like really, really good. Comparing the two, though, I like it because I Know What You Did Last Summer, at the beginning of that film, they do that like that ocean shoreline shot up against the cliffs. And like this film, Lost Boys kind of starts out like that too. They start out on the water and kind of creep up to like, the boardwalk and stuff. And I'm like kind of the similar a little bit different, but similar.
Yeah. I definitely peeped that with the shoreline shot, because that's everybody know when they see that shoreline shot where that's from. When you see that creeping up, it's like, oh shit. So, then that's when we show us what you have. So I don't have a big Lost Boys collection because there's nothing out there, but I will show you something cool. Then that, 1 second. So, then at first, I have this awesome print,
dude,
of David. Shout out to my guy Steven, bro. This is a limited print, but
dang, even with the bottle and the noodles, yeah.
Fun fact though, I actually had got this in foil, so it was gonna be like shiny, like the bottle was gonna be like shiny, like
awesome.
A foil. But someone fucking stole my poster. But yeah, it's alright though. But yeah, someone actually, out of all the posters someone could take, they took the foil version of fucking Lost Boys. I was pissed, but it is what it is. I still like this one, but I have this super rare figure of David that I got when I first started collecting, bro. This is a cult classics figure. It's so hard to come across these.
Dude, is that one of McFarlane's Maniacs?
It's a part of the line.
Of the line, yeah. Let's go, dude. That's so sick. Nice.
And I cannot fucking find that fucking the Michael. The Michael is so hard to find, bro. Like it's impossible to find them. So I'm like, fuck.
Oh,
it,
dude. And as Michael, Jason Patrick as Michael, dude, he smashes the role. Like I swear they casted this movie so well. Like each person is like exactly who the person should be for each role. You know what I mean? Like, like the main head vampire, Herman, is I think is his last name.
Yeah.
So well casted. Like I'm just like, dude.
Man,
the Frog Brothers, man, so funny, dude. And that's what I'm saying. Okay. I told this to Dace one time. The film starts out so like, family friendly, which I like and everything. But the one scene when they all go to the beach and he's like, tonight he's like, initiation's over. he's like, tonight you become one of us.
Yeah.
And then they go and tear up that all that group of people by the fire pit and stuff. And I swear, dude, like I was like, dude, that has to be one of the most iconic scenes in like all of horror. Like, like some scenes that I can think of is like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like original when he's dancing, in the sunrise when the girl gets away, Sally gets away and stuff. And it's just like, that scene in this movie is just like, to me is like, I just feel like it sets the tone because I feel like when you watch it for the first time, you're just not ready for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. That was definitely like an intense scene when you think about it.
Like,
that shit was crazy. He bit his fucking head. I just had
head off. I mean, they're ripping limbs off, and you're just like, holy shit, yes, dude. Yes.
Bit his head, bro. I'm like, what the and then they just walk down.
That shot, like how iconic is that shot, man? Like,
yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
You know what you are, Michael.
I'm not gonna lie. That is crazy. And to think about it, when you think about how Lost Boys and stuff was shot and it was captured, it was before its time. It was like one of them,
hands down.
It's damn near perfect. I was just telling them that before you hopped on.
Dude, I'm sitting here watching this film and I'm like, dude, I don't think there is anything wrong with this film. Like, it is pretty much a perfect film. Like, there are like no cheesy shots, just like no like parts in the film where you're just like, they probably didn't need that. No, it's like everything just fits together so well. And you're just like, man, this is a really badass movie.
It was perfect, man.
Yeah.
Like, I just watched it last night because I always do that before horror rewinds.
Oh, got to, yeah.
Like I've never watched it before, bro. Like that scene where, like, my favorite scene, like I told them in the chat, is when David and Michael and Marco, they're holding onto the train tracks and it's shaking. I'm like, this shit is, oh my god, it's just untouchable. I don't think Lost Boys can be touched. Like vampire movie wise, I was thinking about doing, like, when I used to do the verses, months ago, like verses, we were gonna do a Fright Night versus the Lost Boys, Eddie Munster, and just go, because they're both good films. But I'm not gonna lie, it's like no competition. I'm sorry, Fright Night is a great film.
It's definitely more of a comedy, even though like this one does kind of get like put into that category. I think it's a less, there's good dialogue between Michael's little brother, and him and, Frog Brothers and all that good stuff. It's just like light enough humor to, I guess, be thrown in that category. But yeah, dude, to me personally, I like this film a lot better than Fright Night. Fright Night is a very good film, but I think I even like Near Dark a little bit better than Fright Night, just because it's a little more balls to the wall. Like Bill Paxton in that film is just, I literally just let one of my buddies at work borrow my Near Dark DVD, and he was like, dude, he's like, I don't know how this film like went underneath like my radar. Like, I don't know how I didn't know about this film, and it's weird because I just watched that not too long ago too, and I feel like these two like movies like got together and were like, yo, we're gonna shoot this shot and we're gonna shoot this shot, and kind of did like some of the same things. It's kind of crazy, but yeah, dude, this film, man, there's just like not enough to say about it, man. There honestly isn't. And I remember like I watched this at a very young age. Like I was introduced to this film like really, really young, but yeah.
And what's crazy is, same with me, Mac Attack. I remember watching, I was sitting in 4th grade. My mom, when my grandmother actually just gave me this.
Dope.
This was like 2 months ago. This is the same exact one I used to pop in the VCR. Like this is the wear and tear. I'm surprised it's still in this good condition. Like
Yeah, that case looks good, dude. Nice.
Yeah, same one. So she's like, I know you like Lost Boys and Halloween. I want you to have them. I'm like, damn, for real, gonna give me the VHS? She's like, take it. I'm like, you don't understand, bro. Lost Boys. Okay, I tell people like it's my second favorite, possibly. 78 is my first, but it's like, I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like Lost Boys, it is. Okay, I will be lying if I can tell you how. Like I'll say like, okay, 78. I watched it over 1,000 times, easily. But Lost Boys.
It's almost like it's like, okay, me personally, trust me, I love 78. I know I have so much appreciation for that film. Like I posted Randy in the video rental store from Scream where he's all like, it's simplicity. Like, dude, 78 is simplicity at its finest, dude. Like that film is just so simply but well done. It's like not even funny.
Yeah.
But Lost Boys, it's almost more rewatchable. Like I could probably sit down and watch that one 10 times straight, you know, kind of compared to 78. But see, it's weird because like when it comes to my top 5, I got like, you know, The Thing in there. I got Scream in there. I got films that like really almost don't even, well, they do, I guess, have sequels, obviously, but just definitely from the 80s though, for sure. The 80s were, and like when people say, oh, they should do like a remake of the Lost Boys. No, just this is one of those films to just definitely leave alone. You know what I mean? It's like Christine. Yeah. It's like, you know, I know they did the prequel to The Thing, which wasn't terrible, but yeah, this film shouldn't be kind of like even really messed with. So
yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie. I saw that they had. I forgot. It's a kid. Is it the guy who plays Ed, who's gonna play David? I want to say. I'm like, man, hell no, don't do that. Please don't do that.
Skarsgård. Okay. That would probably be pretty well casted, but like, dude, I just feel like I've seen Kiefer Sutherland in like other roles, and it's just like I said, dude, it's just so well casted, dude. Like he was just like that, you know. I've heard him even talk about like working with Kiefer Sutherland like on the set and stuff like that, and they were just like, dude, he just embraced that role so well, and it was just like he was pretty much just playing himself, pretty much what they said. It was pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, dude, and to like start the movie off on the boardwalk and on the carousel and stuff, and I love in Us, you know, Jordan Peele going back to that same boardwalk and stuff like that, showing homage to Lost Boys, dude.
Man, that is crazy. Like, I'm not gonna lie, when I do those filming locations for Lost Boys,
Brandon, dude, you're filming locations, dude, just off the chain, dude. Like you posted that one earlier from Scream 5. I'm like, dude, what the heck? This is awesome, dude. Where's that house at?
So that's actually in South? It's in North Carolina. And fun fact, the Scream 5 house is near the Conjuring house. I Know What You Did Last Summer and Halloween Kills. So when I did the Conjuring, the owner was telling me, he was like, hey man, I Know What You Did Last Summer was filmed here too. So if you want to knock out 2 videos, but I couldn't, I was literally on a lot of time and stuff. So
is it like the store or what's the site for I Know What You Did Last Summer?
It's the house. They share the Conjuring house.
Okay.
Yeah, that house, that big white house, they shared that same house. So I'm like, bro, what the hell? I never knew that. But he was just showing me stuff. I'm like, this is crazy. By the way, the owner is cool as hell. He got to meet Patrick Wilson, like the 2 that play Lorraine and Ed Warren. He got to meet them. He was telling me stories. But when I do these filming locations, something always happens that's crazy. Like when I had went to Tara's house, bro. So when I go, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't trespass or anything, but if I'm going that far, like, I'm gonna, want to see stuff up close. So by the grace of God, the guy who walked, I guess he owns it or whatever, he had said, hey man, I see that you're filming. You want to come up on the side? You'll look closer, look at it. So, but he asked me like basically like to be careful at the address, which is, I'm gonna tell you something. People know where that house is.
Yeah, no doubt. Everybody's gonna find out. Yeah,
they're gonna find out. But he actually like lifted up the shades. I got to see the kitchen that Tara was in, like that kitchen island. And I'm actually gonna probably put a video together in the future because it's all over the place. Because it was all over the place. But I got to see that kitchen island still furnished. It has the lamp and shit in there. Like you can see the whole living room when he lifted up the shades. It was like, this is crazy. This is really like the house from Scream 5.
Dude, North Carolina is like a directing site. Like I feel like for so many films, dude. Like I feel like they always go to North Carolina, but makes sense. Somebody just asked in the thing. Okay, so I literally just looked at this the other day. We're gonna see right here. Okay, so here you go, dude. Check this out. So I just so happened to be looking at I Know What You Did Last Summer stuff, and the thing in North Carolina you're talking about, it's the store that Sarah Michelle Gellar works at.
Yeah.
It's in Burgah, North Carolina. That's dope. Yep. Yeah. Because that's why I was gonna say, because I thought I remember seeing that picture and I was like, I think that said it was in North Carolina. Nice.
Yep. So next year, 2023, I'm gonna give you a video on that after this. But I know Mac Attack, I'm gonna show you a lot, bro. Now I know that you're like big on Lost Boys. I'm gonna definitely show you some behind the scenes, like in the inbox and see, bro. Show you how it is. But when I go do the Lost Boys, I want to do I'm not gonna hang off the fucking train tracks. I did my research. The train tracks are still the same, but I gotta walk across some train tracks, bro. I gotta do it,
Dude, and I forgot to say earlier, I mean, dude, like this film has so many iconic sequences, like, and that's probably easily one of the biggest ones where they're just like, oh my gosh, dude, that part is so cool. He's like, hold on, and dude, like you're just thinking to yourself, like, man, how like hard would that actually be? Like people don't realize just to like dangle from like a bar for like an extended period, it's tough, man. Like it is. Oh bro. Man.
Look
and
at this.
They got like the fog and stuff below. This is like such an iconic, sequence, dude. So cool, man.
I'm not gonna lie. Every time I watched that growing up, it made my arms hurt.
Yeah.
You just see Michael's fingers slipping, bro, and he's like trying to gather his hands. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, bro, this is crazy. I'm like, this is crazy. So when you see that shot, the reason I love the shot so much, I was telling them before you hopped on, was when you see David walk and he's like, Michael wants to know where we're going. And they're laughing and they do like the snaps and shit and he jumps. I'm like, oh, these motherfuckers are crazy.
Yep.
And he just snaps and they're hanging. You can hear them at the bottom. And it just gives you like so much like a feeling where you're just like, damn, they're claustrophobic because you're like, bro, you look at the top, this is a train, but you look at the bottom, it's nothing but fog. And it's like, bro, you want me to fucking jump down here? And he does it. Yeah. And he lets go. I'm like, oh my God.
Well, it's so like what's the word I'm looking relatable because like just talking about being a new kid in a new town and the peer pressure of trying to fit in, you know what I mean, and everything. So he's like, oh man, he's like, I gotta, these guys are being ballsy about this. I'm gonna do the same. And yeah, dude, he's like, Michael wants to know what's going on, Marco. Then he's all like, later, Michael. And you're just like, dude, watching that for the first time, you're like, what is going on, dude?
Yeah.
Oh man,
I agree. It was just different. Like Lost Boys, bro, it's never a boring moment. I think that's what it is. It's never, it's no downtime in Lost Boys. From the moment the guy's playing the fucking music with the shirt off, fucking greased up, with Star, they're on, like the dirt bike scene is crazy too. They're on a dirt bike.
Dude, yes.
Fuck, man.
He's like, you know where the bluff's at, right?
Yeah.
He's like, I can't beat your bike. He's like, you just got to keep up. And dude, it's just like, man, there are so many scenes in this film that are just like, man, this is fucking awesome. And then even like the house, dude, I'm saying it right now, Nanook the dog, I feel like is just as iconic in this film as like Church and like Pet Cemetery. Dude, it's like when people know this film, they know like if somebody, you know what I mean, like if they showed the picture of the dog, they're like, oh yeah, it's from Lost Boys. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, dude, this is such a good film. Like it's, man,
Top
Such a
three
good
for
film.
me, man. It's top three, bro. I'm calling it because I can't get enough of Lost Boys. Man, that Fred off super chat. This video is for you, and I appreciate it. So.
No! You broke my heart. It's okay. You broke my heart.
One more time for Nana, just because, man, I know she loves me.
Good night, bloodsucker.
No! You broke my heart. It's okay. You broke my heart.
Shout out to my guy Larry, man, for putting that together for me, man.
Dude, that is so funny because that clip with those kids is so funny. He's like, no, my mom said it's supposed to rain today. She's like, no, my mom said it's not supposed to.
Yeah.
He's like, it is supposed to rain today. Like they're all back and forth. It's hilarious.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's a good edit. Yeah.
Yeah, Larry put that together for me when he found out like how much I love Lost Boys months ago. I'm like, I gotta fucking use that. But man, I'm not gonna lie. I actually was gonna meet Jason Patrick last month in Chicago, but he fucking canceled. He canceled. And Keith Sutherland, he doesn't even do conventions anymore. So
it's understandable. I mean, think about that, dude. These guys are probably, pretty old, now, but yeah, dude, Kiefer Sutherland, man, and Jason Patrick, they've starred in some other really great movies and stuff. And it's, dude, this is why I love horror, because or just the genre. I mean, obviously the genre, because you get these really well known actors who start their career out with films like this, and it's kind of you get the rawness of them because they're just starting out and stuff like that. So this is easily one of those films, dude, no doubt.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with Mac Attack just said, because it's one of those films you just will never get enough of, and it's so many. I don't know if it's for you, Mac Attack, but for me, it's so many bone chilling moments. Especially that, I was just telling them, that scene where they're tussling, Keith Sutherland and Jason Patrick, and he's like, Michael, your blood is in my veins. So is mine. And
is mine. Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? This shit, I was watching it last night, yeah. It's
and then that song hits right when he's the sound, and you're just like, damn, dude, the score in this film is so well put together. It's just crazy, dude. So well done. The lighting, especially in that scene with the red and just you're just like, man, the look of the vampires, it's probably top notch. I mean, it is very much like Fright Night, but
yeah,
I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm glad they kind of went the direction that they did with the look, for sure.
Would you say the soundtrack is in your top 3 soundtracks?
Oh yeah, dude, this. Yeah. I always remembered this. Okay, there are some pretty good I know this is so cliche, dude. Scream 3 is just probably one of my better or more favorite ones, because that was kind of the age of music that I grew up to. So a lot of the songs on that album are just already I've already liked a bunch of those songs anyways, even before the film. So this is easily one of the best soundtracks. Even if somebody was to ask me what are the top 3 or 5 things that you took away from this film, the score and the soundtrack, easily one of them. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, this and Nightmare on Elm Street, Dream Warriors, man, those soundtracks, that Tuesday night track, oh my god, bro, that alone.
So you like this film better, or do you like Dream Warriors better?
I'm gonna have to say Lost Boys.
Nice.
Lost Boys, bro. It's when I say bro, Mac Attack, this movie is so special, bro.
Yep.
It's competing with Halloween. That should tell you something. It's competing with Halloween, because it's best to believe. I try to get every fucking piece of Lost Boys memorabilia, collectible shit out there I can get, but it's so hard because it's the license is hard to get, nowadays. So all you can get is posters and little shit you can find on eBay. You got to pay triple the amount for. Just like when Sound is Scary just told me about the fucking comic I've been wanting for years. That fucking Vampires Everywhere from Frog Brothers.
Yep.
He just told me I had to stop the stream. I had bought that and a milk carton. Like, I don't give a. I need that. Like, it's like you don't understand, bro.
Yep.
Like,
yeah, when I started collecting physical media and like 4Ks and stuff, like Lost Boys was like my first one that I got. It was, I'm pretty sure it might have been my first steelbook that I got. It was like, dude, oh man, so well put together. But yeah, this is just, it's and you know, mine probably is based a lot off nostalgia, but I mean, like that should be true for any film. So I mean, it's, I grew up watching this one like a lot. Probably same with like Christine, and like this was one that my dad showed me like really young. So
yeah, I think, bro, like this movie, like it just, when I watched it last night, it just reminded me about when I was a kid. Hopping in the VCR and just watching it over and over and over. Like, I used to think we was talking about the granddad. He's so iconic. People don't talk about the granddad,
dude,
bro.
Amen. Amen, dude. Yeah. Especially when she's all like, the one scene where she's like, oh no, what did she say? Oh yeah, when she was all like, the reason I, you know, divorced your father, or one of the biggest reasons, was because he would never shut the closet door all the way or whatever when I was going to sleep. And then the grandpa's like, ooh, in the background. And I'm just like laughing. Oh,
he's
man.
Like, giving all these stuffed animals. He's like, your history. And he puts them in the fucking closet.
Dude, yeah. The whole taxidermy thing, you're just like, what is going on here? And then they reference Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm like, yes, dude. Like, yo.
Yeah. I just, you know, and what's crazy is they kind of cement like not an Easter egg, but it kind of tells you what's going to happen through the film when you kind of see the granddad planting that like large ass piece of wood in the yard.
True.
And it
Very
actually kills Max in the end. So the granddad was the hero because it looked like Max was very powerful when he fucking throws Michael to the top. Yep. I'm like, he looked like he was going to fuck you guys up. Yep. He wasn't no David. So.
And then the whole aspect of him having, you know, the Hounds of Hell, and him having, oh shoot, what's his dog's name?
Thorn.
Thorn. Yeah, Thorn.
Yeah, Thorn.
Thorn. Yeah, Thorn. Yep. I mean, and when you see an all white German Shepherd like that, it's awesome looking dog. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, dude, the granddad, he's like, wait, so you do have a television? He's like, no. He's like, I have the TV guide. If I read the TV guide, I know what's on TV.
I'm like, then he puts the Windex on his face for aftershave.
Oh yeah. He's like, here, Grandpa, try. He's like, here, Grandpa, try this.
Yeah, man. Oh man, I might have to watch it. So a lot of people have been telling me like, you know, been telling me, hey, Brandon, you know, you should check out the Lost Boys. I forgot. It's not called Lost Boys 2. It's like a different name for it. It has Corey Feldman in it.
Corey Feldman, yeah. I don't know if I might have sat down and tried to watch those. I think there's even another additional one after that. I haven't heard really good things. Maybe that's why I don't think I've ever watched, but maybe I'll just watch it anyways. Like, yeah.
I'm gonna have to check it out. And I mean, I don't know. Me and the wife, because the wife actually loves Lost Boys a lot too, because it was big in her family with her grandma, and we kind of found out about the reboot and everything, what they were going to do with it. I don't know if Lost Boys should be touched, man.
No, it's definitely one of those ones that it's just like,
yeah.
I know they redid Fright Night, and I've heard good things about that one. I should sit down and watch that remake too. I don't know why I haven't watched that one yet. To me, it's like when it comes to films like these, it's like nobody touches them because they know that no matter like how well they do it, it's never going to be as good as the original. Like it probably won't even come close. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's just, and I have been talking to a few people in the community, on Instagram and stuff about, just remakes in general. And I do appreciate remakes, especially like during like my time, like in the mid 2000s, late 2000s. They had, you know, they made a bunch of remakes that I didn't even at the time even realize that were remakes. But I kind of have an appreciation for them a little bit now, more so than ever. But like, yeah, this is definitely just one of those films that probably just like, unless it's just going to be a shot out of the park, you know what I mean? Like, probably just leave it alone.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I don't think it should be touched. I'll probably be upset if they try to. I mean, I'll go check it out.
yeah,
We're gonna have to master that score.
yeah,
It's over. You don't insert no new music. We want to hear "Lost in the Shadows."
yep.
You know, "Cry Little Sister." We don't want to hear all that new shit. You got to open it up with the guy, because it's like when you think about it, when you do Lost Boys, you got to literally play copycat. You have to open it.
Yep.
With the guy playing it, you got to put the star. You got to have a character that can master them roles. You can't.
Yep.
You know, because I kind of don't support the copycat shit with reboots, but you're gonna have to play copycat with Lost Boys because it has this golden story with these golden characters, and it's executed perfectly. So if you try to do something different, you go shoot yourself in the foot in the end.
Yep.
So
if I could make like a semi comparison to like pretty much what you're saying, like I know it wasn't everybody's favorite, but like the new Hellraiser film, dude, the one thing that it actually did do well is it had the iconic score in it. So it took you back, like seriously, dude, as you're watching that film, you're just like, oh, dude, that's the same score from the original. Like, oh, like they did that right. Like, that's pretty dope. Like, that was one thing that I really loved about that movie is like, oh, it like went back, took that score and brought it like you were saying. You got to have like the same, pretty much the same score. Like, I mean, you just got to do it right like that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's one thing that brought how people say Halloween was brought to life because of the the theme and everything. No, literally, Lost Boys, when that shit kicks up and it comes behind the dirt bikes and everything, it's like, oh my God, it's over. It's over. So, I mean, one thing I will say, I feel that Lost Boys doesn't get enough love. So I was excited to do this stream because I just feel like it doesn't, I hear, I tell people about Lost Boys. I saw some people in the chat that's never seen it. Jalissa's never seen Lost Boys. I said, I got to do a watch party. I got to do one. It's mandatory. It's crazy. Like Donnie saying it's creeping up on Halloween, B. Wow, that's how I feel about Harry Potter. Like, it's just overtook any other franchise for me. It's so special to me. So, okay, now Halloween, I love Halloween. It's my favorite slasher. But it's like what Makatak said, like Lost Boys, I like it because of the storyline and just the movie itself, but it's like nostalgia. Like I had so many crazy experiences with it. Like I told them I got suspended in like the 5th grade for saying a line out of Lost Boys. I used to go to a Catholic school and I was in PE class, we were playing dodgeball. And I remember saying the line from the after he's like death by stereo. But before he's like, you missed, sucker. I remember saying that, and I got in trouble, bro. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I even was trying to tell my teacher, like my gym teacher, like, bro, you ever seen Lost Boys? Like, it's a line in the movie. He's like, I don't know no Lost Boys. You calling someone a sucker? Like, bro,
dude, that shit is so funny. Yes,
I'm suspended for saying that. So every time I see that scene, I'm like, playing dodgeball and get suspended for stating a line out of fucking Lost Boys. I'll never forget it.
That's a great scene too. Like he's like, oh man, only once, pal. And then dude, and like, dude, if you think about it, the deaths are like perfect, man. Like, like they do, the arrow through the stereo, which is awesome. Just pure 80s because like that's just like, like I feel like that's such a big staple, entertainment, music, like all that stuff. And then the whole holy water with the garlic, Nanook, like pushing him in, and dude, like the practical effects in that scene, and then all the pipes and stuff are blowing up in the house and shit. And you're just like, dude, this is crazy.
It was tough, man. Like when I say tough in my vocabulary, when I say something's tough, it's like that shit is crazy, bro. Like the way they execute it, like especially like I love that scene also when you got Sam in a tub. He's like washing his hair. And then Michael, see, it's like it's endless. It's endless.
Endless. Yeah, no, I totally agree. Like Nanook, like right there where he's all singing and it's all like dark and stuff, and they're all doing the close up into Michael and stuff. And you're just like, dude, the tone is so well executed, dude. Yeah, so well executed.
I agree. Now that's saying Lost Boys, the tribute is the name of the tribe is the name of the sequel.
Yep.
Damn, I'm not gonna lie, man.
Dude,
Yeah.
If you go to Walmart, you can get like all 3 of them, I think, in like the $5 bin, like on DVD. Yeah.
Well,
I'm pretty sure.
That should tell you something. If they're all in the $5 bin, fuck, that's crazy.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I can't hate on the $5 bin. Like honestly, they throw some good movies in there where I'm like, all right, well, I'm definitely catching this. Like I'll take this one for sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely a $5 bin shopper. I remember I used to actually with the wife, we used to shop in the $5 bin, get us a movie for the night, get some snacks.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Oh yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Sound, you're trying to make me go broke, man. Man, look at this shit, bro.
Oh, let's go. Yeah, dude, for my duster, I literally it's supposed to be a straight up replica from the film, and dude, it ran me about $200, but it was worth it. When I got it, it's real like long and sleek and stuff. It's pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, where did you get that from again?
Dude, I literally just like went online and I typed in Lost Boys duster for sale, and there was this leather company that just does all these. They do like a bunch of leather jackets, but they also do like replicas from films. I'll have to look again on my invoice from where I got it. It was somewhere out of Canada actually. So because when I tried to purchase it the first time, my bank was like, is this a fraud purchase or whatever? And yeah, but I literally just got it right before Halloween. So
yeah, fucking Santa's definitely trying to make me fucking. I already got the carton in the comic. He's saying get the bottle. The bottle was at 200, bro. Damn. Hell no. I'm gonna have to wait on that one. I'm gonna have to wait. But I actually, like I said, I'm gonna show you something that's fucking crazy that I would like to get, but I gotta. That fucking Laurie Strode, man, first. But
and dude, even that scene, like where they're like, he's like, tells him, he pulls out the bottle, and then like Kiefer Sutherland just hits the part where he takes a drink, and he's just like, he's like, here you go, become one of us, and they're all Michael, dude, the tone is so well executed, dude, and she's like, Star's like, you don't have to, it is just like.
Yeah,
it's blood, and he's all like, "Oh yeah, just like the noodles and the fucking rice." Yeah,
man, look at this,
dude. What detail!
It's a fucking bust, bro.
Dude, that's sick.
I want that so bad. Like, here's a front shot of it. It's like,
dude, and this is what I'm saying, man. I feel like the character of David is just like, he's kind of like, I don't know, man. I think he's like one of the staple characters just in horror in general, man. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, David, I'm not gonna lie. Kiefer Sutherland, man, he killed that role. It's like it's untouchable. It's like literally, I'm like, bro, this shit is crazy. When you see it, when you see that, bro, you shouldn't even want to remake that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You should just want to keep it, bro. Like, it's aging perfectly. Yep. It's nothing wrong. It's not aging bad or anything like other films would. It's doing good. So, I mean,
dude, and now with these 4K resolution like of these films and stuff, they look like they literally just got made like last weekend. Like it's crazy, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, bro, it was, man, the moment I'm like, bro, I gotta bring Mac Attack on. When he was like, hey man, I'm like, fuck that.
Dude, it's totally my bad. I thought you were streaming at 6, dude. So I thought I had another hour, man. My bad.
No,
sorry
it's
about that.
All right, bro.
Nice.
Like I said, the horror rewind. I know you got like crazy like knowledge on horror. I gotta bring you back on, bro. Like,
dude, when I saw you were doing this one, I was like, oh man, that'd be a dope one to like just speak on, because just like you said, like I don't hear a lot of people like bringing this film up when it comes to like their favorites all time and stuff like that. Like it's just it's not forgotten, but just kind of a little bit like maybe just a little less appreciated. And it's a standalone film, kind of like The Thing, and like it's just, I don't know, unless it's like something you're really into, it's probably not going to be like on your favorite list or something.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, like, bro, with Lost Boys, one thing I'll say about it is that they pick, like you said, they picked the characters right. Like Jason Patrick, he wasn't in too many movies, but like you got Corey Feldman in there. And look, fun fact that you guys probably didn't know: when you see the Frog Brothers and you see Sam, they're like driving to get the holy water and everything, and they arrive at that church and they're on their bikes and everything. That was actually filmed on the Universal Studios lot on a sound stage. It wasn't even outside. That shit was on a sound stage, bro. So yeah, man. And as we wind down, you guys, kind of take you through some of these photos we got with the Lost Boys. Gotta love the poster shot. Oh my, that shit is crazy.
I mean, dude, just like look at how iconic some of these shots are, man. Just like these images.
Yeah.
Dude, I just love when he's all like he's like nice get up or whatever, like nice like, you know, what he's wearing. He's all like, if you're a vampire, but then he's like, I don't know why you would have Superman 93 and with the 300s, you know, and he starts like doing all that, and then he's like, where are you from, Krypton? He's like, Phoenix.
Yeah, this shot right here too, man, when they're like,
these are some crazy good shots, dude. Yeah, man.
Oh man, yeah. Then you got the shot where like hanging off the fucking. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So, yeah, man. This is, bro, Mac Attack, bro. I'm like, man. I knew when you had got on, bro. I'm like, yeah, this shit is gonna go. I know Mac Attack's gonna be in heaven with this. Like, just talking Lost Boys. So.
Yeah, this is a really, really, really good film, and like I can even remember the first time showing it today. So I'm like, trust me, if there is like a film out there, like, you know, I can remember showing her the first Halloween films, and this was definitely one of her favorite ones because I was like, just trust me, like you're gonna remember like this film, like it's gonna, you know, it's gonna blow your socks off because it's just like, it's just kind of like its own, like it's in its own category. Like it just like, I don't think there's a lot of other films like it, to be honest.
Yeah, it's just like, look, like what the thing is with Lost Boys, you can't compare nothing to it. It's its own movie. It has a bit of everything in it. Like,
yep.
It's going to be. It's like, I feel like if you put something up against Lost Boys, a lot of it is going to be hard to decide.
Yep. Because
it's just its own movie. It's going to be hard. You put up Scream against it, it's going to be hard.
Tough, but it's like, because, you know, each film has its own type of like tone and kind of what they're trying to accomplish. Yeah. So it's like, and that's what I'm saying. Like even some people compare like Near Dark to it, and really, if you think about it, when it comes to production value, that's what Near Dark lacks. For sure, but definitely a great storyline. I do like the storyline of like what they, you know, kind of what they think like a vampire's like and what their life is like and stuff like that. It's a little crazier, but dude, this one, it's just, a lot of people say this is the more mainstream, you know, kind of version of a vampire film. But it's like, oh, dude, like if that's what it's going for, it did it really well. Like, did it really well. Yeah,
I agree. It's like the stuff they were aiming for, they definitely got to that point. They executed everything. The conclude and ending, the character, you know, the characters you wanted to be invested in, you got the chance to be invested in them. It wasn't like people were just thrown into the movie. You cared about them. You know, I even cared about Laddie, the boy on the milk cart.
Yep, dude, and like, that's a perfect way of putting it. Like each character, like you, like are into like who they are and like their backstory, everything. Like it's just like, you can relate to pretty much all the characters. Like it's so cool.
And I was telling like people earlier, some people didn't know that like Star and Michael, it's like a backstory with them too, because it's not a backstory, but it's like some stuff that people don't understand. Like the whole time, yes, Star liked Michael, but he was supposed to be her first kill to convert her.
A lot of people get that. Yep, exactly.
And it's like, and then Michael, you got to think they had to like each other because, to be honest, they were both free food. Like Michael could have killed Star, and that could have been his first kill. Yep. You know, it was like they cared about each other. So it was like, I told people this: Halloween Ends stole the Lost Boys with that, how Michael and Star was, and you got Corey on the dirt bike with fucking Allison. They took that like vibe away from Lost Boys. I guarantee you they did.
Which is totally fine. Honestly, I feel like they actually kind of nailed that, like that tone from that film, like for sure. Yeah. Like when you brought that up about, you know, like, oh, I can see, you know, Ann's emphasis in this film, and I'm like, a reference. I'm like, oh, dude, you definitely actually can, man. Like,
Yeah.
Or my bad, not Ends, but like Lost Boys. Like,
Yeah.
like when you see the motorbike come out, you're like, oh yeah, this is exactly like, yeah.
Lost Boys. And they even went to the point with the hand when Corey's hands jacked up and he's like wrapped up and everything. I'm like, oh, they're going deep with it. So, yeah, man, this is a good ass stream, bro. Mac Attack. For everybody in the chat, before I end off, definitely comment down below what you want to do for episode 4 of the Horror Rewind. We're gonna, keep bringing classics on the stream, and yeah, Mac Attack. I gotta bring you on another Horror Rewind. We're gonna get,
dude, if you ever do, and I know what you did last summer, dude. Definitely schedule that one, dude, for sure. Because man, oh man, that film. Talk about
I know,
dude. I love your background, dude, on like everything. Dude looks so old school with the VHSs and stuff like that. The background looks dope, dude.
Yep, I had to do that. Like, cause I kind of went for like the blockbuster. And by the way, Daisy said that Lost Boys is in her top 5.
Yeah. It's like Nanette said, Lost Boys wasn't a very popular movie when it came out. But it's got a cult following. And I feel like there's a lot of 80s films like, The Thing, The Fly, like they weren't huge films when they came out, but then they garnered a cult following as the years went by. So
yeah. I agree.
Even Donnie saying Candyman, like same. Like it's just
Candyman is gonna be so I'm gonna let you guys vote. I'm gonna put it up on a poll. But I just want to see some suggestions you want me to put out there. So Candyman, I'm saying Candyman, so I'll put Candyman in the, we still got Child's Play 3, Creep Show. We got all type of good. Scream 96 we covered, but we got Scream 2. We got some good ones. Friday the 13th.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I can't wait to start talking about Scream 6. I'm just like so excited. Yeah. Like, dude, it is easily my favorite franchise. It's just like it's so. Now I see, like, trust me, I'm a Halloween fan for sure. But like, I see how you guys were like when Ends was coming up and stuff. Like, it's like, man, I'm pretty stoked.
I'm actually going to be planning a Scream 6 stream, like a breakdown stream and everything, and bring guests on. I'm gonna bring Mac Attack. Bro. I already know I'm just bringing you on, so I'm gonna let you know once I get everything going after the holidays and stuff. So, you guys, as we wind down this stream, before we close out, I want you guys to definitely check out my guys, Mac Attack's YouTube channel. He covers everything horror. Child of the Corn is the name of his YouTube channel. You guys will not regret it. You'll see him more on the stream. Definitely, bro. You'll see him more on the streams. This was a great freaking stream. Had my guy Mac Attack. I would not want anybody else as a guest on a Lost Boys stream. My guy Mac Attack. But yeah, you guys, if you haven't, definitely smash the like button. And Mac Attack, if you got anything you want to plug, go for it, bro.
Yeah, more so just what I was saying. Like, I've kind of been telling everybody, it's just with the holidays, with work and everything, once it kind of gets to the end of the year, you're trying to get all this stuff done and stuff. So I just kind of went and got an intro for my channel and stuff, and I'm just quietly, just like slowly trying to put some process together where I'm going to start putting in some films and stuff. So, or I guess like reviews and just streams and stuff. I just need to start streaming a little bit more and stuff, because it's just nice to sit back and kind of shoot the shit and just talk about these films, dude. Like, I don't know, because I just like, even like a stream like now, like it's just like you do this, and then like, oh, somebody that hasn't thought about Lost Boys in maybe years, now they go watch the film, and it's just like, there you go, like,
Yeah, I agree. Like, that's why I did the Horror Rewind, because
it's like perfect, dude. Yeah, perfect.
It's like that Blockbuster era, go rent a VHS, go talk about it after you watch it.
Yep.
That's why, I put like the Blockbuster card in the corner, and it's just like, that's how I feel. I feel like it's not too many streams where, that's why I call it the Horror Rewind. You go back and talk 80s and 90s horror, early 2000s, and sit back and chill, So we got a lot of crazy movies we got to talk about. We only covered so far Scream 96, Child's Play 2, and Lost Boys. So we got some cool.
The 3 to start with, yeah, great 3.
So,
and honestly, man, like we my bad. Like, we were just so lucky to grow up in the time period that we did, man. Like, we kind of like caught the end, where we're in like the VHS era to then the DVD. Like, it's just like, it's so crazy. Like, I just feel like we've been kind of spoiled with all these like great films. Like, it's just, hopefully it'll just keep getting better. But yeah, we've definitely been spoiled with these awesome films. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Adam saying great stream, and Kirsten put in my guy Child of the Corn link. Thanks, Kirsten. Always on it. I appreciate it. You guys, I would have went longer, but we got a blizzard coming here, and I gotta get some.
I saw your snap or your post on Instagram. It like, dude, I got my groceries yesterday morning, luckily, and then, dude, on the way, like it's like -11 here now or something, or negative. Like I'm just like, man, I'm hoping the internet and everything stays up. But yeah, the wind is just blowing like crazy and stuff. It's
that's why I gotta kind of hurry up and do that. I gotta make sure my phone's charged, laptop, get the groceries in and everything. Because they're saying it's going to hit us hard tonight. So,
because the Bears are playing the Bills this weekend in Chicago, and they're talking the game is just going to be a mess. Like, I don't know. Pittsburgh is playing the Raiders in Pittsburgh on Christmas Eve, and they're projecting it to be the coldest game in NFL history. Like, man.
Yeah. So everybody be safe out there. And if you're about to go through freaking Lizard Elliott or some shit like that.
Oh, they named it. Oh, I didn't realize that.
Lizard Elliott. So be safe out there. I'm going to try to spend some time with the family. And then Mac Attack, I'm going to hit you up behind stage, bro.
Right on.
But I want you guys to watch some horror movies. And then kind of close.
This is easily the best time. If anybody, I'm just check out Tubi, man. Tubi is just like, I'm telling you, Tubi is the stream source to go to. Like, I mean, they have like all these newer films, but all these old school films too, like, and everything in between. Just Tubi. Tubi actually has a lot of free horror movies. So Mac Attack is right. I've been watching some stuff on Tubi. They got some. I saw some good ones on there. So definitely. But you guys, unfortunately, this is the end of the stream. I want you guys to have a Merry Christmas. Spend time with your family. Chill out. Hope you get great gifts. Chill out with the family. But once again, Merry Christmas. Stay safe out there. I love you guys. Watch some horror movies. Peace. House on Haunted Hill. Nice.